Hey everyone, so today is going to be more of a Caribou Lodge Mail Day type unboxing video because, as you can see, two new yo-yos, both from Caribou Lodge. So, in one hand I've got the Fool's Gold Yeti 2.0, and in the other I've gotten the Fool's Gold Compass. So what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to give these a few throws, give you guys my first impressions, so let's get right down to business. Now, the Fool's Gold Yeti doesn't come in any boxing like the Compass does. It just comes in paper wrap with a string, so I just strung it up like normal. But what we will do is that we will unbox the Compass, which does come in a box. So let's get this baby open. So as you can see, I ordered the gray fade version, mainly because that was the only version they had left in stock. And I believe there are a couple more left in only gray fade. So if you are interested in picking one up, they are only around $45 US. So you might want to go get one while you can. Now I will throw the specs up on screen right now. And while I'm taking this thing out, you guys can take a look at those if you're interested. Gotta love the boxing they always put with Caribou Lodge yo-yos. So anyways, here we are. So the Compass is, I believe, Peter Kavka's signature yo-yo. Peter, I'm sorry if you're watching this. I'm sorry if I butchered your name there. But this is the Fool's Gold version of that Compass. Shout out to the Yo-Yo BST, by the way, who suggested I get my hands on a Caribou Lodge yo-yo, especially Fool's Gold, because those are apparently just as good as an A grade a lot of the time. I've actually never owned a Caribou Lodge metal yo-yo before. I have a Big Dipper from the past right here, but obviously that's a plastic yo-yo and not a metal yo-yo. So I'm really excited to get this on the string and try it out.
The first thing I noticed when I threw the Compass for the first time was how smooth it felt despite some imperfections on the yo-yo. There actually is a little dent in the yo-yo as you can see in the photo, but surprisingly it didn't affect play that much. Not exactly the quickest yo-yo out there, which isn't too surprising since Peter's style is more technical rather than speedy. I don't have a very fast style either, so I really liked the feel of it. It feels great in the hand, has great spin time, and overall plays quite nicely and stable. And because of its wider V-shaped look, it can handle whips and slacks very well. It isn't a cheat code for landing on the string, unlike something along the lines of a, say, Monster Edge, but it's definitely not too difficult. Grinds and finger spins are awesome on this thing as well. Its smoothness results in great finger and talon grinds, and finger spins last for a good amount of time, even though your finger will rotate a bit in the central hub. The central finger spin hub is a bit tricky to land in, but once you're in, it's not too hard to stay locked in. If you're a beginner finger spinner, it may be a bit difficult for you, but once you get used to it, it's easy. This yo-yo also kills it in the thumb grind department as well. Don't let my lack of skill fool you on that. What makes this yo-yo great for grinds is how there are different areas on the yo-yo that you can do grinds on. The three areas pointed out here all do great talon grinds, while the middle lip is best for thumb grinds. The inner hub is obviously the main finger spin one. This yo-yo also can handle horizontal quite well, even though I'm not the greatest at it. I do feel sure that this yo-yo will be able to handle my horizontal game once I improve it though. The binds are pretty snappy without snagging as well. Now for me personally, this is probably going to become one of my go-tos because I love doing grinds and my style is more on the chill laid back side. I'm not a supersonic type player. If you're a player who has a more technical style and loves all sorts of grinds, this is a great yo-yo for you.
So here is the Yeti 2.0. I'll place the specs on screen right about now if you're interested in reading those while I talk about the Yeti here. Now the Fool's Gold Yeti 2.0s do unfortunately have cracks in the bearing hub, but fortunately these do not affect play. It just affects durability, so you just have to be careful if you're playing with one of these. Now the Yeti 2.0 was a reimagining of the original Yeti by Caribou Lodge, which in the few times I did get to play with was an amazing yo-yo. I loved it. Unfortunately I do not have one on my own, but hopefully one day I will be able to get my hands on one. Now, the main difference between the original Yeti and the Yeti 2.0 is the material. And I believe people have described this new material on the Yeti 2.0 as more manufacturer friendly and more typical plastic. So we'll give this thing some throws and I'll just give you guys my first impressions on this.
Like the Compass, the Yeti feels and plays quite smoothly despite it being a Fool's Gold model. It obviously will have the typical small amount of plastic vibe found in just about every other plastic yo-yo out there, but it still feels awesome for a plastic yo-yo that only sells for $5 US on the Caribou Lodge website. Unfortunately, I'm not able to compare this to the original Yeti, but this yo-yo is a great player in its own right. Yo-yos like these that are stable, relatively smooth, and have an overall chill vibe, and not actual vibe, are awesome because they remind me why I fell in love with yo-yos in the first place. The Yeti is on the larger side of things in terms of diameter, so it may feel a bit bulky in the hand, but it compensates with its lightweight feel and stability. Like the compass, it's also on the slightly wider side, so it's pretty simple to catch on the string. Horizontal play is decent. In my opinion, this yo-yo would be good if you were trying to learn introductory level horizontal, but it isn't exactly meant for all-out difficult horizontal. Then again, I'm not a good horizontal player, so I could be wrong here. Or you could disagree. Leave a comment if you need to. The binds are a tad bit looser than the compass, but most of the time a good strong normal bind that you put a bit of effort into will do the trick. Unfortunately, being a plastic yo-yo, it isn't meant for grinds and finger spins. However, if you're thinking about buying this yo-yo, chances are you're not buying it for those reasons. This is by far one of the best yo-yos I've ever owned in terms of being fun while also being capable of most, if not all, advanced level tricks. So those are my thoughts on the Fool's Gold Compass and Yeti 2.0 by Caribou Lodge. Both these yo-yos show that despite being Fool's Gold models, the high play quality that is present in Caribou Lodge yo-yos is still very much present in Fool's Gold models, despite some, in my opinion, very minor flaws visually. Both have snappy binds, stable feel, and are pretty smooth players. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.